Today I'm going to talk about digestive system and respiratory system. Digestive system is a process where food is insoluble, which going to soluble or a large molecule with to smaller molecule. Then we see the stages of digestive system. In the stages of digestive system, we see the injections, digestion, injection, digestion, secretion, absorption, and all of these stages are very important in digestive system. then we firstly see the then we firstly see this injection. It is a very important step involved in um, mastication or chewing. The salivary gland along with the tongue help to moist and lubricate food before being pushed down into the food pipe. Then second is this digestion, the process converting complex food particle into smaller substance in the presence of enzyme and acid secreted by different stages or organs. Then absorption, the process being in the small intestine where the most of nutrient and mineral are absorbed. The excess water in the ingestible matter is absorbed by large intestine. Then third is the excretion, the process of removing indigestible substance and waste byproduct from body throughout the process of defecation. In this process is six step. It is injection, mixing and movement, secretion, digestion, absorption and excretion. These all are stages of digestive system. Uh, then we see the organ of digestive system. It is alimentary canal or gastrointestinal tract and digestive gland. In alimentary canal we see the mouth. Food start in journey from mouth or oral cavity. There are many other organs that contribute to the digestive process, including teeth, salivary gland and tongue. Teeth are digestive for grinding food particle into smaller pipe and are moisture with saliva before tongue push into the food into the pharynx. Then we see the pharynx is the fibromuscularly Y-shaped tube attached to the terminal end of a mouth. It is mainly involved in the passage of chewing or crushed food for the mouth throughout the esophagus. It is also has a major part of respiratory system as the air travel through a pharynx from a nasal cavity on the way of the lungs. Then we see the stomach. then we see the is then we see the stomach. It is a muscular bag which is suitable towards the left side of the abdominal cavity. The vital organ act as a strong for food or storage for food and provide enough time to digest meal. Then the stomach also produce digestive enzyme and hydrochloric acid that maintain the process of digestion. In then stomach we then in stomach mucus, it is a aqueous secretion produced by a mucous membrane. It is a function by protecting the stomach lining and gastric pituitary and acid which produce the glands and destroy bacteria in entire along with the food particles. Then digestive system, they are group of enzymes which function and breaking down the polymeric macromolecule like biopolymer into their smaller and simpler substance. Then hydrochloric acid, it is digested fluid formed by stomach during the process of digestion. It is function by destroying harmful microorganisms present in food particles. Then we see the small intestine. Small intestine is a thin long tube and about 10 feet long and part of long gastrointestinal tract. It is present just behind the stomach and aquarius a maximum area in abdominal cavity. The complete small intestine is coiled and inner surface consists floats and rigids. Then we see the large intestine. This is the thick long tube measuring about 5 feet in a length. It is present just beneath of a stomach and wrap the superior internal edge of the small intestine. It is absorb water and consists of bacteria like symbiotic, and then support the breakdown of waste in small nutrient. Then we see the accessory organ like pancreas and liver. In pancreas, it is a large gland present in just behind the stomach. It is a short with the anterior connected with abdomen and posturing position towards the left part abdominal cavity. Pancreas release digestive enzyme to complete the process of chemical digestion. Then we see the liver. Liver is a regularly triangular reddish brown accessory organ, then digestive system located right of the stomach. It is produce bile which is help to digestion of fat in the small intestine. The bile is a stored and recycled in a globular. It is a small pear shaped organ which is located in next to liver. Then it, it is all about the digestive system. Then we see the respiratory system, their part and their function. In respiratory system we see the different part and their uh, stages, two part upper and lower in respiratory system. Then we see the function of respiratory system also. Respiratory system, then firstly we see the function is gas exchange, helping maintain the homeostasis like blood pH balance. Then speech production. Then we see the part of respiratory system. First is the nose. Human having exterior nostrils which are divided for framework and cartilaginous structure called as spectrum. This is structure that separate right nostril from left nostril. There tiny hair follicle that cover the interior lining of nostril, act as a body first lining, then defense against the foraging pathogen. Furthermore, they provide additional humidity for inhale air. Then we see the larynx. Two cartilaginous cord lay the forward for the larynx. It is found in a fold of a neck and responsible for vocals and as well as adding respiration. Hence also it is form called as voice box, which food is swelled a flap called a epiglottis, yeah, and flowed over the top of the windpipe and prevent food entering the larynx. Then we see the pharynx, the nasal chamber open up the wide hollow space called pharynx. It is a common passage of air as well as food. It is functioned by preventing the entry of food particles into a windpipe, then which is serves switch between the larynx and esophagus by allowing the passage of air in the lungs and food in the gastrointestinal tract. Then we see the trachea. Then we see a trachea. in trachea in trachea are wide windpipe rise below the larynx and move down the neck. Then wall of the trachea compress C-shaped cartilage lung which gives hardness to trachea to maintain it completely. Expanding the trachea extend further down into the breastbone and split into two bronchia, one for each lungs. Then we see the bronchi. Trachea split into two tubes called bronchi which enter each lungs individually. Bronchi divide into secondary and tertiary bronchi, and it is further branches out into the smaller air scale called alveoli. The alveoli are single celled sky of air within a wall. It facilitates the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide molecule into or away from the bloodstream. Then we see the lungs. Lungs are the primary organ of respiration in human and other vertebrates. They are located either side of a heart, in the thoracic cavity in a chest. Automatically, lungs are spongy organ with the estimation of total surface area is 50 to 75 square meter. Their primary function of a lungs are facilitate the exchange of gases between blood and the air. Right lung is quite bigger and heavier than left lungs. It is all about the part of respiratory system like upper respiratory and lower respiratory system. Then we talk about the respiratory system diseases, common cold and urinary tract infection, and pharynx install, then asthma, tuberculosis. It is all about respiratory system diseases. It is all about respiratory and digestive system. Thank you.